When you imagine a hermit crab, what do you picture? A tiny crab with a borrowed shell shuffling sideways across the ocean floor. Well, that's not too far from the truth. But today, we're going to share some cool facts about hermit crabs that you didn't know you needed. Number 7. Not actually a crab. Hermit crabs belong to a group of decapod crustaceans, which means they're more closely related to lobsters and shrimp than to crabs. Despite their name, they're part of the superfamily called Paguroidea, which contains over 650 species of hermit crabs found in oceans around the world. They can be found from the tide line to depths of 2,100 feet, 640 meters. They've even been discovered living in the Arctic Ocean. 6. Borrowed homes. Hermit crabs need a shell for protection, but not all hermit crabs have shells. Some species are born without them and instead rely on other animals' discarded shells. That's why hermit crabs often carry empty snail shells or even coconut shells around with them. It's not just for show either. When threatened, they can curl up inside their borrowed homes and stay safe. If you ever see a hermit crab scuttling around without a shell, don't worry. It's just looking for one to call its own. 5. The importance of shell size. Hermit crabs require shells that are just the right size. They're only comfortable in shells that allow their abdomen to fit completely inside. So they carry around empty shells until they find one that fits. If a shell is too small, they can't fully retract their abdomen and are more vulnerable to predators. On the other hand, if the shell is too big, they expend extra energy trying to move it around. As a result, hermit crabs tend to look for shells that are about the same size as their body. Although they may occasionally carry around smaller shells for convenience. Number 4. Not born carrying a shell. Newly hatched hermit crabs are incredibly tiny. It's measuring just 1.5 millimeters across. And you guessed it, they don't have shells either. Instead, they have a soft, squishy body like a tadpole. This makes it difficult for them to protect themselves from predators. So newly hatched hermit crabs spend most of their time hiding in crevices and burrows. Once they grow a bit, they start searching for shells to borrow. The younger the hermit crab, the smaller the shell it needs. As they grow, they'll eventually need to switch to larger shells. Sometimes hermit crabs will use a temporary shell while they're growing. These temporary shells aren't as sturdy as the ones that hermit crabs typically use, so they'll often switch to a more permanent shell when they become available. Number 3. More than one shell. You may have noticed hermit crabs carrying not one but 2 shells. That's because hermit crabs sometimes carry around an extra shell for a special occasion. When it's time to mate, male hermit crabs will offer a shell to the female as a wedding gift. She'll then carry the second shell with her eggs inside until they hatch. Once the baby hermit crabs are ready to go, mom will release them into the water, and they'll start searching for their own shells. Talk about a unique mating ritual. 2 landlubbers. Most hermit crabs live in the ocean, but some have adapted to life on land. These land hermit crabs can survive out of water for long periods of time and breathe through their gills. Even though they're not technically amphibians, these crabs often live in damp environments like under logs or in leaf litter. They can stay moist and avoid drying out. Although they prefer to stay hidden during the day, these nocturnal creatures come out at night to search for food. Their diet consists mainly of decaying plant matter, but they'll also eat insects and other small animals. 1. Shell decoration. Hermit crabs often decorate their shells with algae, sponges, and other aquatic creatures. This can make their shells more attractive to potential mates, but it can also help them blend in with their surroundings. Some hermit crabs even grow small gardens of algae on their shells, which can serve as a source of food. By decorating their shells, hermit crabs are able to express their unique personalities and make themselves more appealing to others. So next time you spot a hermit crab, take a closer look at its shell. You never know what you might see. We hope you enjoyed learning about these amazing creatures. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so they can learn about hermit crabs too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.